Hello everyone, we are continuing with the second episode of Downtime Actions for NPCs in Puppetmasters of Jyhad, our Elder campaign. We made it through the went through. As a result, there's one fewer went through.
F.
So let's head to the gangrel. Starting with Christopher Watson. What was Christopher Watson's goal?
I don't remember what this guy was, honestly.
He was one of the latest arrivals. Oh, I have it written down. Christopher wants to have fun and see cool shit happen without being in too much danger. Simple and straightforward, really.
Very simple. So that sounds like getting some security haven, maybe making up some contacts. I don't know.
He was
Jesus,
actually a fucking brewer before he became a vampire.
Does he actually know the ritual for blood meat?
No, he doesn't, so he's kind of boned on making use of those skills.
To be honest, he sounds like a replacement half-done.
Doesn't that sound like then something that he'd like to see about maybe acquiring?
He probably thought about it briefly and then he was like, wait, the Tremere are extra cunty in this city.
Fair. Archie had Tom with their G.
Yeah, but Archie had gotten it before and that's because he was using it to fight Sabat.
Fair enough. But this is also a gangrel. Technically he couldn't move, so I mean it's his decision.
Yeah, but like if he's there's too much opportunity to watch people die gross ways.
Fair.
So okay.
I feel like in that case one of his actions is just like crawling around the city. AK recon, but it's not recon for, actual recon purposes. It's recon to see, hey, where are people dying?
You know what we should start with? Because I said the gangrel picked up, like, in one of the neighborhoods that they actually have control over next to the park. The ones that stayed in the city, the four, like in Fairgrounds, they all picked out, like, a couple blocks and said, okay, this is gonna be mine. If you need help, scream, I'll try and come help if I'm still alive. So we can start by establishing domain for him. He has
that makes sense.
Auspics and animalism, which helps. Lots of status. Doesn't help with establishing domain, but he doesn't need to get recognized because it's collective gangrel domain anyway. The Primogen can just parcel it out and he's cool with it.
This is Christopher Watson, right?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it should maybe count for half, simply because, like, even if it's not, like, clan status, it's still a form of recognition, like, this guy gets sort of, like, first pick on Clay or something like that.
Who's noting down status?
He already has status unless it's...
No, in the status thing.
Well, I'm glad you volunteered, Jackalor. Congratulations.
God damn it.
But, like, with the amount of territory Halfdan got for the gangrel, with as few gangrel as there are, they don't really need to worry about it too much. They can just... Like, if they effectively split the good parts of Fairgrounds between the four of them, they're good.
Fairgrounds is pretty large.
So...
How the fuck do I do this without having a big space in between all?
You don't...
Shift enter.
Ah. Okay. But... I don't think anyone's really gonna challenge the gangrel. Like...
I don't think so either.
Like,
not really close to anything besides, well, this right here.
I will say that they have a flat +1 difficulty increase to all of them, specifically because a major pack is trying to claim the park and they have to move as a unit a lot of the time to be safe. So it's a little harder for them to get things done. But okay, establishing domain. Animalism helps fully, Auspex helps fully, that's a reduction of 5. And then contacts. I'd say that counts for half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what should we use for this? Just like perception alertness to learn the area as much as possible.
I don't know what's his best role. Does he have like streetwise that works as well? Depends on like what he's better at.
Yeah, no, he's good at Auspex and perception. Not so much at the
then
other
go with
stuff.
that.
Okay, so let's see. So that's a reduction of 5, 8. And night sight helps sometimes. So let's say 9.
So difficulty 9?
Well, reduction of 9, so it goes to a 7. Because the +1 for having werewolves in your face constantly, even more so than everyone else.
Would he use more downtime actions then to like lower the difficulty if he's good at it?
I don't think he cares that much about the domain. It's kind of like, okay, nice to have.
Fair enough.
So if he's doing well, he might, but I mean, he's not gonna, you know, he's not
Sweat it too much.
Yeah, he's not laying it out like a 5-year plan, essentially. Okay?
Ah, nice. That's 1 dot, right?
That's a domain. Okay. Let's do one more. Go.
Nice.
Hmm.
I think that one. It should either go. Yeah, that's actually a good question. What does it go into? Size or security?
2 in size and 1 in security.
Yeah.
Just so he knows if someone's messing around too much.
Those are some good rolls. Damn, man.
Definitely.
Okay, and he
So he has
does
9
have-
actions left.
He did have 5 XP left. I'm gonna just sink that into 2 streetwise. Because it makes some sense after those reactions. So then he needs to maintain contact somehow.
Huh. I mean, that would be like, what, maybe charisma expression? I don't know. Manipulation, something.
Let's go with manipulation, empathy.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
Like, we're good friends, right? I did you that favor, right?
Yeah.
So, Auspex helps fully. Fortitude helps for half. So that's 5 reduction. Status and clan status, let's say that counts for half because some of them are probably vampires. So 7. Animalism. Not that much. So let's say that animalism and protean each count for like 1. Just for having access to them above the first dot. So there's a little gain for that. So that's a reduction of 9 again, so he's rolling at a 7. Okay.
Was that fully maintained?
No, he has 5 contacts. He's been everywhere.
Wow, that's a lot of contacts.
So that's 2 more actions. He's been out of the city, went to a moot, caught up with all of his buddies. All's well. 7 actions left.
Yeah. What do you do next? What about that thing that I said about like basically like patrolling, but he's not really patrolling. He's more like looking out where trouble is so he can enjoy the fire. But it kind of counts as patrolling.
So just looking for fucked up shit going down.
Kinda, yeah. It's like he's doing it. It's like he gets basically the thought process is in character he kind of does it like for his own enjoyment, but at the same time he's also acquiring information that way that could help.
Okay.
He doesn't really realize that it's helping.
So let's go with wit stealth for this. Auspex helps fully, obviously. So 3 for that.
Animalism.
Animalism. I would say
Protein
helps for
night
half.
cycle.
Yeah, I'd say it helps for half because the second power isn't really useful when you can't really call out.
Yeah. It's
So-
really the first and fourth and fifth kinda. But yeah.
So fortitude helps for half, rounding up. So 6. And protein I'm gonna say counts for 2 because he has it up to 3. So up to 8.
And what are contacts? That
yeah,
you could
that counts
technically
for
get
half.
information.
Counts for
Yeah.
half. So that's a total reduction of 11. So he's rolling at 5.
Nice.
Okay. Just roll like 3 at once and see how good it is. So that's enough for 3 dots.
3 dots for what though? That's the question.
It's not really information. It might be like influence general.
Could be.
Probably, honestly.
Or actually no, like influence streets like dive bars.
Ooh, yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're up to 8 actions spent, 4 left. Think he might want a secure sleeping spot or something.
Maybe.
I can't imagine why that would ever be the case.
A secure patch of dirt that I can go into.
Like, yeah, no, like knowing back alleys where he can lose any pursuers and just dive into the ground where no one would expect.
Yeah, totally fucking bay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a...
Well, if that's the case, that might be
Let's go with
perception-wise.
wits or perception streetwise, yeah, to plan it out. Or to know,
Probably
figure...
perception.
Yeah, let's go with perception because his intelligence is kind of crappy. So, let's see. Auspex helps. Animalism, gonna say helps
Help.
fully. Because can summon animals, can scout, can... etc, etc, etc.
Protean. First and third is kind of the thing.
Okay, so up to 7. And... Fortitude doesn't really help.
No. Though what I think can help
Domain.
is his domain, yes.
So that's another 3. I'm gonna say that security and domain both apply because they're already invested into, you know, knowing stuff. So that's up to reduction of 10. I'd say
Contact could, but I don't
no,
think
yeah,
it
not for
will-
something like this. I'd say not. His contacts are more, you know, people that actually are more professional, but his influence streets could help.
Oh
for
yeah, the
half.
influence tree that he just got.
So let's say that it's a reduction of 12. So he would be rolling at 4 for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say
Okay.
that he spends
Oof.
this rate, all 4 of his remaining ones, so that's 9.
9, that's 3 already. Okay, that's exactly 12. It's 4 dots of security.
I'm not gonna write this as security. I'm gonna write this as alternate sleeping spots, essentially, which I put in with some other people, because none of those spots are that secure. But if he's being
Yeah, there's a
chased, he can sleep in a new one each night for a while. So
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like that Chinese emperor that always slept in a different room.
Is anything out of place here? Should those snakes be there? I don't know, I've never been here before. Let's go to bed.
Though I gotta be honest though, that constantly changing your room, that's gotta be really, really annoying. Because, you know, you get comfortable in one bed and you go into another bed and just like...
He never stays there long enough to get comfortable is the trick.
I suppose?
Oh, Daniel, you poor sod, you have resources. How the fuck are you gonna maintain that?
Oh, by the way, I wanted to note this, but we skipped, because I left before that. I remember having this talk long ago, but you said, I just want you to check on the sheet, that you said that Valda was actually supposed to get Halfdan's occult library.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
At least part of it.
Because I had 3 dots.
Yeah.
3 dots of occult
Those
library.
are with her.
Okay. Just checking,
She
because I
yoinked
wasn't
them.
there from out.
I'm gonna take these extremely valuable books to remember him by.
Bless.
How?
There's stories in there that, not many, but a few that Tremere eyes have never seen.
Must have library.
Well, the employs limitation 4.
Ooh. So Daniel has resources. He doesn't have finance, I'd presume.
No, but he has retainers.
Yeah, no, like, isn't he like a fighter person? Didn't he make his money like working for both sides?
Some of
So he
it,
could-
some of it
so he-
is stuff he's managed to maintain from his mortal days, like his military pension, which he
Pension,
invested in something. But he doesn't have a lot of resource. But you know, he
has it.
he still needs to maintain it essentially.
F money.
He's also famous. He has
He has fame?
He has 3 fame.
Oh,
He
fuck
used
me.
to have a few medals in a newspaper, etc.
That's
Damn
not
it,
a good
dude.
thing. That's not a good thing.
That doesn't seem like an advantage anymore.
Yeah, no. I don't think he should maintain fame this downtime.
Okay.
Yeah, just... Hey, could he reduce his fame dots? Actively?
Yeah, no, I'm not that guy. Honestly, I'm not that guy.
See,
There is the
different
ritual.
mustache, totally different.
There's the ritual for having a new life.
What's that 1d10 for?
I'm gonna say that the fame decays by 1.
Just over time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like the way background does go, if you fail to maintain them, there's gonna be like a 1d10 roll to see if they decay by 1 that downtime. So they're gonna fade away over time if you don't maintain them.
Fair.
So, okay. 12 actions.
Well, resources, he has to maintain his primogenship. Yeah. He's got some stuff.
God fucking damn it. How the fuck is he gonna maintain these?
Like, yeah, I think we have to, like, see, like, what this is like, because the only way I'm thinking of it, doing stuff like mercenary work or something like that.
He can't do that anymore. If he went to Mexico to do some mercenary work, Kurt would shoot him on his return. So where you been? With the Sabbat? What were you doing? Killing Camarilla? Okay, I've heard enough.
I just get reminded of that. Yes, Papa. Oh, bacon. Oh, yeah. Fucking bacon.
Fucking bacon.
No, don't write anything. I want to see what he writes first. Chris, no. You stopped it. Fucking love that way too much.
Oh, Christ. Okay, so what he has is a couple of old war bodies. I'm pretty sure that was the idea there. And a couple of cats named after the war bodies that have died since.
Yeah, I think he's just like counting on his retainer to like maintain. Honestly, at this point, like I don't know what else he can use.
His retainers are soldier boys too. Do you think they have finance?
Well, they at least know how to do their taxes, right?
They're soldiers.
Yeah, they're also
taxes.
American. To be American needs to know taxes. That's how you become an adult.
How old are the ghouls?
They think he fought in the Second World War, and they're his buddies from back then, or maybe in the first one. I don't recall. Probably the first one, given how powerful he is.
Looking at the picture, yeah, first.
But they're not like named ghouls or anything. He's just adopted them and keeps them as, you know, pets, essentially.
What the fuck did he? So fucking rough.
What would he even? Yeah, no, I don't think he can really. I think that one's gonna decay.
Fucking hell, rest in peace.
I mean, up to really 3 you can maintain without having finance. It's once you start really investing. It just means that you're doing a job of.
Oh wait, how much resources does he have?
He has 2, so he could technically maintain it. But was he even a? No, this was the one that was a soldier. He just used to cut bitches. Oh, right. He was a soldier, but he's spec'd for bayonet charges.
Man from another age.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think there's anyone he can convince to just give him money?
No, knowing the city, no, not even the other game group. What's because they don't have money? I mean, well, there is one person I can think of, actually.
Who, Andy?
No, Vivian, actually.
True.
Because I do remember the whole charade with Halfdan and the demons, like, you could have just asked for money. I have, like, way too much money anyway.
I don't think he would ask. He might ask Kurt. I don't think he's asking Vivian after everything that's happened. Like,
probably.
They're pretty much declares, I will be the new prince. 3 months later, Vivian is prince! You know, in hindsight, that looks kind of like a backstab. Like, Halfdan got completely fucked over by their association.
But that's kind of the only thing I can think of. Other than that, nobody else really fits the bill.
So would he ask the prince for money?
Phew, that's a willpower roll.
The prince would probably want something in return, is the thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
I really don't think he would. Kurt might offer it, you know, just to make things easier for them if he knew that they needed money, like, you know? But Kurt don't know. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that till the end and...
see what happens, see what, like, things... So what should we do first? Like maybe have him maintain his primogenship?
Mm-hmm.
What does sound like he would do? Charisma, intimidation? No. Well, no, considering working as a unit, maybe leadership works here.
Yeah, leadership sounds good.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go with charisma leadership. So, good news. He doesn't have shit in terms of disciplines or backgrounds that would really help with this. He's the one dude that has a bit of money. That helps fully.
Yeah, and the gangrel, yeah. He has status, though, right?
He has 1 dot. He's leader by default because nobody else wants the job.
Fair enough.
No one else will
clan
survive the job.
No clan status either, does it?
No. So, let's see. I think he's also the only one who has ghouls. So, retainers, resources count, and he has like 1 dot of influence.
Well, he is gangrel, and like if we actually think about it, the disciplines are actually appreciated. So I do think they should at least count for half, mostly in terms of strength, right?
He doesn't. They normally would, but he is about equal to the others in terms of disciplines, even in clan ones. So there's some people that have more than him.
Just give him the fucking potato wedge.
So, backgrounds give him a reduction of 5.
That is a difficulty of what now? 9?
No. 11. Because base 15 plus 1 for werewolves.
16, yeah, okay.
So he has
Sure
to
he can
burn
manage.
extra actions on
Yeah.
this. So 11 reduced by 2 brings it to a 7. Let's burn 4 actions and make it a 5.
Ow.
No.
So
F.
I'm gonna say that he spent a willpower on that because they too can spend willpower on downtimes, but
How the fuck? This is just impossible to fucking maintain then.
for
Like,
him,
legitimate.
yes. Things like maintaining domain and crap like that, yeah. Or influence on the...
How do gangrel be leaders then? Do they just not?
Well,
Because I mean, even if you have dominator presence, like that wouldn't really apply if he uses it on them.
like, if it was someone like Naxi's new character, yeah, I would let them use their disciplines to apply leverage over the clan.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to without this is looking.
But, like, there's literally gangrel. Like, every single gangrel has at least as much discipline dots in clans as him. He's not special, he's just one dude. And one dude herding vampires who are on perfectly equal footing on you without special things to make it easier like Auspex requires a lot of legwork. Hence actions.
I mean, okay, but let's think of something else. If he knows he has to do that eventually, like you know,
Like,
coordinate
with the
them.
willpower, he gets the one needed to maintain his status and hold on to the position. It just means that he is... Yeah, okay, like he's not the kind of privileged that goes, this is the direction the clan is going. It's like, okay, guys, what do you want to do? Ah, fuck, I really didn't want to vote that way, but okay. He has to, you know... It's that kind of primogenship.
Fucking
how far the clan has fallen. Oof.
I wonder if he'll just give it up to the instant Mr. Odin arrives.
We already played out Odin's arrival like 2 weeks back.
Oh, yeah, but like when he actually stays here. So.
It depends on if Mr. Odin is leadership material.
Odin, are you leadership material?
I have 3 dots in leadership.
That means you're better than him, and that's what counts.
No, he has 4 leadership. Fuck you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I also have status though. More than him. Many times more.
Okay, so the influence would decay away at the end of this downtime as well. You did this to your clan, Demi.
No, I really didn't do this to my clan. It's just like Gangrel can just not hold.
Your disastrous conflict and mismanaged campaign against the Tremere cost the clan every real leader it had!
Yep.
That's Vivian's problem.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make the clan great again.
Vote for Odin. There aren't, because Odin promised there wouldn't be ice giants. There are no more ice giants.
Okay. I actually have an idea that he can do. How many actions he has left? Like 8, right?
Yeah.
Because they're working as a unit, right? The Gangrel, and he's technically the, in quotation marks, leader, right? Doesn't it make sense that they sort of do AK for the city, maintaining order simply by, you know, patrolling that part and taking, you know, care of stuff and bullshit like that?
They're trying to not get shanked by werewolves. Like,
I mean, yes, and by inadvertently not just hiding, but, you know, making sure.
They aren't really fervently in the city's corner. That's Vivian's thing. They had enough of that. They've lost enough people to that attitude. They're just trying to
then
essentially...
let's just maintain.
Yeah,
then let's just increase Haven security by 4 again.
We have to set up the domain first. Could do that. But yeah, that's... How would he go about doing that? Okay. Let's see. He has a place of his own. So... Well, here's the thing. How do we want to go about? Do we want to make one place that's super secure? Or do you want alternate hiding spots? I think he would just secure his own place.
I think so, yeah.
Digs a trench around the perimeter of the yard. Manned at all times of the day. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, he's really not built for this. Okay, let's go with manipulation leadership and set up a domain with just like a dot of domain and as much security as he can. So, potence, Protean, Fortitude would count for half. So 5 for those, and animalism in full. So that's a reduction of 7. Fame and resource we're gonna say counts for half. So reduction of 9. I'm gonna say retainers count for half.
So difficulty 6 should be at the end.
5. Because reduction of 11.
Okay.
And just sink like 4 actions into this.
So that's 16. So up to 15. That's 5. Yeah, 1 size and 4 security.
16, and let's say 2 willpower spent on it for around 18.
1 size, 5 security.
I'm gonna say since it's a city neighborhood, I'm gonna limit it to 4 security. But like every hobo on the street knows him and knows what to watch for. So he knows when there's people from other hoods around. Okay. And then well, I actually know what he would do then. I'm gonna go with manipulation leadership here. And we're gonna go and brag at Elysium about how he has a proper secure domain with werewolves in his space.
Does he want to die?
Maybe.
I mean, the clan Gangrel is still strong, everyone! So manipulation leadership. Domain security and domain would be a reduction of 6, and we're gonna say fortitude helps for half, as does Protean, because people essentially know that smacking him down, even if he's being a bitch, is a bad idea. So 6 plus another 4, so he would be rolling these at 6. He does have 3 dots of etiquette. Actually, we could use charisma etiquette instead. To be less. Okay, so
That's 12.
and we're gonna split that evenly between status and contacts. Because a lot, like, he spent maybe a third of his as much as a third of his nights in Elysium. So he's practically a regular there this downtime. Okay, so that's Daniel.
But Jackler, don't forget to up the status.
Yes,
What's
his status goes to 3 for Daniel Edwards.
Okay.
No increase in clan status because, well, that Gangrel and prancing around Elysium doing primogeny bullshit doesn't really impress them that much. So Nick.
He now has primogen status, apparently.
And an fortified house. So it's a question of whether his security hobos can run faster than werewolves. Okay, so Frank is a special case because Frank is both a fuck up and a apparently really amazing guy. What do we have? We have alternate identity 2, resources 2, status 1, so far so good, fortitude 3, protean 4, obfuscate 2, and celerity 2.
Damn.
Use it protein 3?
Protean 4.
Not bad. That's basically maxed out since protein 5 doesn't exist.
Bastard. Okay, skills wise, socially he has intimidation and streetwise. Also has a bit of investigation, no finance of course, but he does have 3 dots of crafts.
That would prove useful, probably.
He makes stuff and he sells it. Oh yeah, he makes wooden stuff.
Yeah, he used to be a carpenter.
Well, he just needs to be named, have his father be named Joseph.
Why do you like this?
So what, like make it a Dex Craft maybe?
Yeah, I can make it Dex Crafts. Okay. So, what should we apply with this?
Celerity. But
I'm gonna
that's
say that
actually-
maintaining it at 2 resource dots is not gonna require double expenditure for him specifically, because he can help restore and rebuild stuff some after the riots. Well, actually no, they might check, but he has alternate identity. So, yeah, no, he can actually just take jobs. Has paperwork.
Hey Bill, why does our carpenter work only in the nighttime? Insomnia.
Your air condition, I burst into flames when I walk in the sun. Okay, so, what applies?
Alternate identity, celerity.
Alternate identity. Celerity being activatable applies for half, because he already gets the extra dice for it. Alternate identity helps, so that's a reduction of 3. We're gonna say that fortitude, especially since it can be activated, counts for 1, because he has to worry less about, you know, losing an arm. He can work a bit more carelessly and quickly. So that's a reduction of 4. We're sitting at 12 right now. So if he burns 4 actions on this, he can roll at 6. Which is just enough, apparently. Okay. Let's go with domain. Actually, no. Fuck no, he needs to do this again because he needs to maintain his alternate identity as well. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna say that willpower was spent on this. And he's gonna up his alternate identity to 3. Because now people know him, he's legit, he's been working in the city for years, he couldn't be a vampire.
Does this count against the werewolves finding him?
It makes it harder, yeah, to track him down.
Yeah,
Cool.
basically.
Probably for the best.
It's domain security helps, secure havens help, alternate identities help, things like that. All that makes it either requires more effort on the werewolf scouting successes to know about them, or more on actually launching and planning successful attack. So that draws from the pool of their downtime actions more. Because, you know, more armor to punch through. So, he has 4 actions left. Those have to go into domain, pretty much. Not much else that's worth pursuing, really. So, what would we want to do here? I think manipulation, intimidation. Let's go with that. Celerity applies for half. Protein applies for 3, I would say, because Earthmail doesn't really help. So that's 4 so far. Obfuscate applies fully, so that's 6. Fortitude for half, so that's 8. And Animalism applies, I would say, fully, but he only has 1, so 9. 9. And resource for half, so reduction of 10. Should alternate identity apply at all? I would say not, because he doesn't necessarily want it tied to his alternate identity. Because
Fair.
he's a legit craftsman on that, so... But we got it to a 3, 3... So, 6, 8, 9, 10. So, rolling at 6. 1, 2, 3.
That's 9. 11.
Plus all his remaining willpower, because he could afford to spend 1 on each, so 15.
Yep,
Nice.
that's 5. What does he feel like he would go for? 2 size 3 security?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. By the way, there is a domains thing. So,
Yeah, there is a thing like that, yeah.
if someone could add, I think pretty much all the Gangrel at the moment have... Christopher, Daniel, and Frank have domains in the Fairgrounds neighborhood.
I know, it's a domain is written as Fairgrounds Group, so, you know.
Yeah, but it's no
Not
longer
it.
a group domain. It's owned by the Gangrel, but it's now... You can just write it,
Not it.
not it.
Not it. Not it.
Yaxie is it.
Sure, what do I have to do again?
Edit the domains handout. You'll
Okay,
see
where is that?
Fairgrounds, it's group. That should be changed to shared between Christopher, Daniel, Frank. And then we have Kristen, who has a whooping 2 dots of status and 1 dot in contacts at the local university.
Kinsey is leaving. I should probably put that. I should probably remove her from status.
You can leave
No,
it
no.
there because she
Yeah, keep it
might.
there.
She's probably gonna settle in a neighboring city. You might very easily run into her again.
Okay. I'll put leaving in parentheses there.
So, discipline-wise, animalism 2, protein 4, fortitude 3, obfuscate 2.
Well, what did you say?
Kristen has animalism 2, protein 4, fortitude 3, obfuscate 2.
It's a lot of protein these guys have. Holy shit, they're really good.
I mean, they saw how useful hiding as an owl in a closet was, so they all wanted it. Pro strats, Demi. Pro strats.
Of course, nobody goes to Protean 5 because it doesn't exist.
They learned their lessons well. What do you mean you have a level 6 power based on Protean 5? What is this heresy? Social skills wise, bit of empathy, expression, and intimidate as well. Really good social roles, actually. Does she have that? No. Okay, good. So, all she has to do is maintain dot of contact, so... Let's see. Probably would roll like charisma expression for this.
Do it.
I can't really think of a way in which she could use like an automatic maintenance roll for this because she can't get the difficulty low enough, doesn't have enough to offer people, so it's just, you know, spending time with them, being friendly. Oh, Christ. She's gonna be absolutely disgusting. She's gonna spend half her time just chilling with her mortal friends.
Kristen, please.
I know!
Seriously?
Or she can let it decay.
Fucking Kristen.
So, yeah, okay. Well, fair enough then.
There has to be someone who... Okay. So there's that. Now what, since this is such a shit deal... Okay, what do you guys... Oh wait, no, she's at her resting point anyway. So, here's the thing. An extra dot of contact or humanity gain rolls?
What's her nature? Would depend on that.
Child, she...
I think humanity. Holy shit, she got it.
Oh. So that would be 4 ticks. Yeah, she can only go up to 1. Okay, and then we can do the nasty things. So, manipulation, intimidation for domain. So, obfuscate helps fully. Protean for 3. So we're at 5. Fortitude for half. So 7. Animalism for full. We were at 7, right?
Yeah.
So 9. And contacts makes it 10. So she's rolling at 6. She's like that fun hippie that never washes and is at all the parties.
That's 9.
It's 9. Well, count it as 12 and we'll keep rolling.
12, 16.
Yeah.
That's enough. That's enough, I said.
So 16, 17. She has 2 actions left.
What's she
20.
doing?
I guess we're playing out an encounter with werewolves.
Wow.
Cool. Nicely, since this is your clan.
You have willpower. Did she spend willpower?
Not on the last one.
Oof.
So that was 20 total.
Yep.
So,
To 8.
domain, size 2, security 4. So, 2 plus 1d5 Nyaxi. For pack size.
2 plus 1d5, okay.
And believe me, you can... Oh, I was about to say, you can roll the 5.
Okay. 75s for auspices. Roll high. 3 Arun. Bless.
Oh no.
And there's a Ragabash, so there is Pulse of the Prey in the mix. Oof.
She's so dead.
Okay.
So dead.
7d13s for tribes and 7d10s for breeds.
It's low for lupus, right?
No. 1s are metas, 10s are lupus. So it's all homids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least they don't have insane gnosis.
Pretty much everything on the generic sheets has +2 gnosis and +3 rage, I think I went with. So they're all gonna have 3.
Yeah, but it's not insane like lupus.
So
Rest in peace, Sigurd.
Pulse of the Prey is so bullshit.
I know.
Let's be real.
How many 4s on the auspices?
2. 1 3 and 1 1.
Okay. So 3 warriors have come to hunt down a vampire, led by a scout, with a judge and 2 bards following behind to make sure it's done according to the litany that songs are sung of this day.
Oh god.
So really, it's a 3v1 because the warriors will be hunting.
Okay. Who wants to play Kristen?
I think it's Nia. Nia should do it.
Oof.
See?
It's not like it
She got
matters.
Nia got her in this mess. Nia is going to get her out of this mess. Or die trying. Probably die trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I already see that combat is not an option.
So, this is how we're gonna do this. The scout is just gonna be doing scouting things. The rest of you pick one group. Actually, no. We'll combine the scout and the judge together. There. So it's one group of 3 and 2 groups of 2. So, who wants to run which group of werewolves from those who aren't playing?
To run the Arun.
You want the Arun?
I want the judge and the scout.
Okay. That leaves the bards for Bacon.
Okay.
Unless you want
I
to
have
like roll off.
Yeah, I mean, if you want the judges and
No,
scout.
no, I take them. I have no idea which each of one of them are, so it doesn't matter for me.
These are the bards. These are the warriors, and the 2 different ones are the scout and the judge.
Okay, what do bards usually do?
Well, in a situation like this, they help hunt. It's just the Arun that are taking the lead because it's the scout that leads them to it, and then once the combat starts, it's the Arun that are in charge. If it's a pack that's trading off alpha rolls. If it's someone who's... Actually, you can decide among yourselves if you want there to be an actual set alpha. If you want one of you to run this from the werewolf side.
It would have to be the Aruns.
This is a hit squad.
Probably. Yeah. Like
Okay.
maybe the judge, but no, it's the Arun.
So, one of these fun nights as you're patrolling through your domain, you are gonna need to roll. Actually, no. Pulse of the Prey, the difficulty was set by the... Fuck. God damn it. Need to close this. The difficulty was set by the wit stealth of the target, right? If they were hiding.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Sadly, domain security does nothing for that.
So, right, when activating a gift, it's just going to be a flat 6 dice. So, for the scout, 6d10 at 5, please.
Please watch.
Demi, you had the scout.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. My bad. I thought it was Nyaxi because Nyaxi was talking.
Yeah, it's perception enigmas versus difficulty of wit
So
stealth.
6 dice of difficulty.
5.
5.
Nope.
F.
Okay.
Demi once again bringing Clan Gangrel down.
So, it's weird as you're tracking her because at times, for a couple minutes, you get razor focus and you know exactly where she is. At other times, it's a more vague sense of like she's somewhere in this general area. I'm gonna say that her usual patrols involve obfuscating when she's not actually talking with people. So these werewolves would have to pierce that.
I think the way they'd do that is, at least a scout, is get the high ground so that you can really sniff out everything that's coming from below.
Okay, so the scout is on the rooftops, jumping across. What form are you in?
That's a good question. We are Hamid. Yeah, these guys
might want to be
no, not
What's
Krinos.
the-
I think
not
it would
Krinos.
the half man, half beast, I think.
Half man, half caveman?
So
or the-
Krinos, right?
Yeah, that's the Krinos. That's the little halfway form.
No. I think it's called the Glabro.
Okay.
Yeah, Glabro is caveman.
Okay, so you have like 2 extra strength for jumping across gaps, etc.
Yeah, that's basically the reason, but it's not like as large as Krinos because I
If
do
you-
have a judge watching me.
If you're willing to spend a gnosis point for this, you
Ares
can
leap.
you can activate city running, which allows you to climb on surfaces without penalty, so you can jump across and just stick to the wall and clamber up.
I think that would be the scout doing that. Yeah, I think he'd do that.
Okay. And well, we will look up the gifts as they come up. I'm just gonna quickly try. I should have numbered this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're a glasswalker scout.
Okay, yeah.
You have some abilities for disrupting machines on top of what you would normally get. And you do have a obfuscate type power for Ragabash.
Nice. I mean, I'm a scout. I'm hunting down prey so that the warriors can do it. I need to be not seen, and I need to get to my target fast, so activate everything that I have.
Okay. Fuck, I don't have it open, but just... Okay, we're gonna assume that that's where your gnosis is going to activating all of these.
Basically. We're on the hunt.
Okay. Bacon, for you. Galliards have heightened senses. So, or at least these ones have them picked. So, your characters have the ability to actually see through the obfuscate if it comes to that. So keep that in mind. If it's not too much obfuscate, but she doesn't have that much.
So they would walk a bit before the scout, trying to help him with piercing anything if he thinks we are close to them.
Okay, so whenever it gets vague, you try and detect them.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't think... Okay, I'm gonna have to open the werewolf book actually, because I need to know what the Blur of the Milky Eye, how it can be countered if normies even have a chance, because that's gonna determine a lot of this. And as for the Arun, Jackalor.
You just each success increases the difficulty of all perception rolls made to direct improvement for the rest of the scene.
Okay, Demi. 6d10.
At difficulty?
8.
Is it 8?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 8.
Okay, then at 8.
You might want to spend a little bar.
Okay, so it's +2 difficulty. Jackalor.
Mm-hmm.
give me a roll of 4 dice 3 times for their rune's ability to not be suspicious as they're trailing behind in someone else's hood.
So 40-10 tries.
Yes.
Like it's got 6.
Yeah.
Is it 6 or would it be higher due to the security?
It's gonna be 6 and security is gonna be rolled to try and
Counteract?
yeah, for people to essentially figure out that something is off. And Nyaxi,
Yeah.
roll the domain security rating 3 times.
Okay, let me just. Oh, okay. So
2 and 2. Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. Okay.
Fucking wow.
Okay. All of them.
No, well, the defender.
Well,
Yeah, the wolves are the defender in this case. But
doesn't matter.
Third one's not noticed, but the other 2
Yeah.
are.
okay,
But
so
2 of
as
them
you're
fit.
slowly tracking, someone just takes off and heads towards the direction Kristen might have gone earlier tonight. Who would be in a position to notice? Let's give this
I'm
roll
on
to the judge, because he's probably the most...
Okay, just give me the
That's a 7 dice for perception alertness.
difficulty 6.
Yeah. Okay. A mortal just backed into an alley and started briskly walking away with an oh shit, oh shit, oh shit look on their face. By the way, you may employ telepathic communication among pack members as per the totem. It just means that there's gonna be like a 30-second to 2 minutes delay as the totem passes the message on, because it's like telephones.
Because I'm the judge overlooking the situation, right? And realizing that there's one person who might be a bit frisked. I feel like and the scout has a job. One of the galliards is helping with the scout. I think I'd send one of the other bards to see about handling the situation with the human.
Okay, so you just go psst, psst, and point at him and catch the eye of one of the bards. Bacon, you just see the back of a mortal just turning the corner out of an alley and just taking a parallel street in the direction you are tracking.
Yeah, one of the is going to thank the other and get off and try to get a look.
Okay. So, let's open the bards. What form would you be in? And would you be on the rooftops or on street level?
I don't know the forms, but I think they would be on the street level.
So, probably mortal form.
Yeah, just looking at the roof to see where the scouts are going.
Okay. Do you want to chase the dude or do you want to stealthily pursue them?
Yeah, one of them is going to stealthily pursue to see if they're going to do anything that looks suspicious. If they do, he's going to get back to the group and say that he's going to kill the human.
Wow. Okay, I see how it is. I mean, they're clearly corrupted by the vampires, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, what else they would act suspicious in vampire territory?
Okay. So, let's see. That's a 7 and an 8. So right after the Glasswalkers, let's check what tribe gifts these fuckers would have. And I realize this is a bit more cumbersome than it should necessarily be, but okay. Oh, this is blessed. You know the two sevens? The judge and one of the bards are red talons.
Yeah, definitely. Then.
So you
judge
send the
is-
red talon after the mortal.
Definitely.
Okay. Give me a dice roll of 5 to see if you can catch up.
What? Sorry, my cat is being loud. I couldn't hear it.
Dice roll of 5. Difficulty 6. Who the fuck is clicking that?
I don't think they can follow.
Okay. Yeah, by the time you make it over there, they've already run off. Kristen, you just stopped to talk with someone else when you see one of your informants come running around the corner, eyes wide. They rush up to you. It's a fucking gang here! You have to do something!
Oh, that's I mean, do I know of any gangs that it could be?
No, Kurt's boys and girls are usually well behaved.
I mean, I think I should probably take like flight form and like try to check out the situation from far above.
Okay.
Would you
Roll
like to go
1d10
away?
plus 5 for blood pool.
What was it again? 1d10 plus 5? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
Thing that puts you right up against your generational maximum.
10, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, actually it's more than 10. It just wasn't in. It's generation
Right.
12, so it's 11.
Okay.
I have a question simply. Are you gonna go away from the mortals before you take flight 4?
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm spending the time at only 1 blood point. Because why would I do it differently?
Okay. So you sense that the figure has started moving sooner than normal and isn't heading in the same direction but just heading what seems like a side alley a couple blocks ahead. And then it starts moving upwards.
As I fucking start, moving towards the target and just notice it going up, I'd like to just telepathically commune to everybody. The target's going up.
Wait, that's illegal.
Out of character, do any of these guys have sky running?
I think not, but one of the Arun is a glasswalker, so you have firearms on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's indeed a gift.
So
Yeah.
you can.
But I think I'd like to, as the scout inform the Aruns specifically to get their ass over here, because that's the wrong direction. They're now going up and they're over here.
Okay, so Kristen, as I'm assuming your Arun are gonna do just that, Jackalor.
Yeah, there's not much else to do. If the prey is leaving, we're fucking chasing.
Okay. So As you come hovering over, you see one person vaulting over the lip of a roof with two more rapidly climbing up, like Spider-Manning up the wall in mortal form, just fingers perfectly finding the cracks between bricks and hauling themselves up.
It's not normal, is it?
You're pretty sure it's not? I think she has a dot of medicine, so she would know it's not.
And I mean, it's... Maybe I should just fly away and seek safety elsewhere. Maybe with the other gangrel.
I mean, you've been informed. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
One of them seems to be looking more or less at you. The others are just looking up at the sky trying to pick you out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go and gain more height and then fly far away.
What's the distance of Pulse of the Prey?
Infinite.
More or less, yeah.
Really?
As long as they're on the
That's
same
bullshit.
plane, you can keep tracking them.
That's kind of bullshit.
It is really bullshit.
So, where does Kristen go for safety? There are other gangrel nearby.
Also, there should be one of the Nosferatu safe houses close. Because I did that.
Huh, that's a good question. I mean, it doesn't have to be nearby. I'm airborne after all.
Mm-hmm.
Fly in the middle of the ocean.
There are werewolves that have gifts for that.
Oof. I mean, how badly, how did we perceive, like, the conflict with the werewolves? Do we, like, know they, come into the city to kill vampires? Already?
Not really. So far there has been like 1 or 2 suspicious disappearances. But most of the time the people turned up in other cities and were like, yeah, hey, I couldn't tell you in case the news got out, but I'm safe now.
Okay, then I'm going to try and inform the sheriff or the prince, whoever I know the location of, more likely.
Okay, so one of the best bets might be Elysium then. The proper one, not the gangrel knockoff one.
Yeah, I suppose I'll fly as quickly as I can.
You
Keep
fool.
in mind your domain is right next to the 3 other gangrel. You could go to them. This is why you placed yourself so close.
Yeah, I could, but I mean, if this is actually happening, then it's probably pertinent that the administration knows as quickly as possible.
Are you gonna really abandon your clan to their fate? This might be happening in their territories right now with other pacts. This might be the strike to end the gangrel.
Yes, but I'm a child nature, so I would abandon them.
A child
Abandon them.
nature just ends up being dependent on whatever her support group is, and that's more the gangrel than the city.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, warning the city is the responsible thing to do if you're trying to avoid being responsible.
Someone else would do it, you know?
You can run to the Nosferatu safe house. You can run to your buddies, or you can run to one of the really fortified locations of the city.
You could run to the chantry.
Okay, let's not get extreme here.
I mean, I guess the Nosferatu safe house will have a phone.
I'm not sure it would. You just got taken through it once, like, okay, this lever activates the traps. Do not go into that hallway. Once it's pulled, it cannot be reset.
And do I have a phone?
It's 65. Make a guess.
No, but I would have to have the house would have to have a phone, yeah.
You assume you have a house. I don't think she has resources.
No, I mean the safe house or wherever I go would have to have a phone, ideally.
You
That
could
would
go to
probably-
Daniel's place. He has 2
Yeah.
ghouls armed with silver, and he would have a phone.
Mm-hmm. He's a primogen as well, so he'd be charged with protecting you.
Yeah, that seems like a decent idea.
Okay. So, the target heads off in the direction of another place. You were briefed by your elders. This is the one they actually knew the name of and could track. And your job was to kill her if you think she wouldn't be missed by anyone. Other than that, just extract information and just treat it as a be afraid of us mission. She's heading towards one of the other areas that hosts another one of this tribe of leeches.
Yeah, probably being the quickest due to all the things I have. I'd probably this guy would telepathically, communicate, and probably take a heads first, like go first and try to basically stealthily, but stealthily, follow to see where she's like going.
Another question is, do we switch to lupus form or whatever the form is called?
I'm city running, so probably not.
Yeah, I might though.
You could switch to Hispo, the dire wolf,
Yeah.
and just run across rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
The judge might have a... The judge has Shadows of Impergium as a red talon. The mortals ain't remembering shit. He causes delirium in the near Krynos forms.
Okay, yeah, but what happens when a lot of people see? Besides, if they land on the roofs, that's gonna be like... You can feel it. You can feel like something's big hitting on the fucking...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think there's much of anything that you could use to get her out of there. Forcing them to be in their true form is a higher level gift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just follow along as fast as you can.
Yep, and hopefully not being seen, with the whole gift of the bloody milk guy bullshit. But definitely using city running to like fucking follow this little bird.
Okay. So you follow. You arrive 15 minutes after her. By that point, Kristen, you have called the sheriff and Elysium. They've been informed what happened, and you're at a essentially outside the building, ready to meet them. The ghouls are there, armed with silver, and you and Daniel can have whatever you want out. Daniel has like a knife with a silver edge. You can have your claws or whatever else you're good at.
Yeah, she's best with claws, I think.
Okay. So, when you arrive, you, the scout, peering over the edge, see them couple of houses over, just standing in their rundown yard next to a rather crappy one-floor residence. 4 people. 2 of them armed with firearms, 1 with a blade, and just looking in the direction you're coming from, waiting.
That's already a fair bit of people.
Yeah, your mandate is to not have major battles. It's more to snatch loners and interrogate them. And since the plans are nearly ready at this point, you've been given the orders that it's okay to kill them if you can get away with it, essentially.
I'm probably going to just sort of stock of it, right? Like just stay in like the one position, overlook what's happening, and remember the scent of this place. This place seems important, though.
Mm-hmm. Kristen, if you
Yeah.
would, perception alertness at 8.
Don't I get to roll something as well?
Yeah, you get to roll your dex stealth at 6. You have the blurry eye active, so you're harder to see.
Yeah, but what's my dice pool for dex stealth?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I don't want to give you access to those because there are far fewer surprises that way. Dex stealth, that's 8. No, 7.
Labro doesn't give me anything, right?
+1 dex, I think.
Check.
Okay, gonna check. God damn it. Really need to get a proper hard drive. Feel free to roll your perception alertness while I find the form bonuses for Glabro.
Yeah, no, forgot. He doesn't have to draw. He really doesn't. Oof.
I might botch. You never know.
You can't watch with more than 8 dice. It's impossible.
Actually, Kristen just did that and had a -3.
Okay, sure.
Lies. Propaganda. You know what? Go ahead and roll at 7.
So dice, 7 dice at 6.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, no.
yeah, no.
I'm unseen.
So, you are unseen. But, you're gonna love this. Jackalor.
Mm-hmm.
4 dice 3 times again. Because this is a different domain with more people keeping an eye out.
Yeah, but this is Jackal we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope.
Very much yes.
Kristen, the phone rings.
Hi.
Daniel
I
just...
guess.
Okay. Just...
Wouldn't the his spell form have extra dex?
This is wits.
Wits, okay.
You're trying to...
Well,
Actually,
yeah,
if you're
that's a good
using
question.
stealth, this is kind of moving through this... No, if you're actually on...
That is a thing as well. He's
Yeah, no,
freaking
it would be
using-
5 each. So, re-roll with 5. Because you're using stealth in that case. Okay. Okay.
Nope.
Still not enough, yeah. It's the same result, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, Daniel goes inside, stays within eye line of you, at least part of him, as he leans way over to pick up the phone. Picks up. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, shit. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Hangs up. Comes back outside. Just yells out, "I know you're there, you fucking runts!"
That's diabolic for rage, isn't it?
So, you may roll for rage on the Aaron and the Bards and pretty much everyone there. Let's
Would
roll.
the Ragabash really frenzy? Actually, I do have low
Okay,
rage though.
So, Ragabash have 4 rage, just enough to frenzy if they roll perfectly. But it's the off phase of the moon, so Ragabash rolls at 7 because it's their phase.
So
Everyone else
difficulty
at
7?
8. Yeah. 4 at 7. Judge rolls 6 at 8. Bard rolls 7 at 8. Arun roll 8 at 8.
Jesus fucking Christ! Did you actually give generics 8 dice?
This is rage.
Ooh. Jesus Christ! Transformed into domestic form.
Okay.
The Aruns aren't frenzy.
You need to roll a second time because you have 2 bards.
Oh yeah, and the judge has how much?
6. It goes by auspice base plus 3. Okay,
Unless that, there might not be a raid.
you know, the one Arun that quadruple botch just sits down, lets out a mournful cry, like, oh! And just starts crying, like, how does they're supposed to get hurt? Why are they always one step ahead? I fucking hate this!
That's rest in peace and glory.
He starts falling into Harano. He's had too much of this Cold War. He's gonna need therapy.
Hey, that's one wolf down simply by mental breakdown.
Yeah, he's just snot running down his face, tears everywhere, just howling at the sky like, why?
I'm trying to shut. I think the judge would probably just shut him the fuck up. Just like stop. You're putting our position, you motherfucker.
Actually, let's see. Let's scroll way up before all those rolls. So the third R rune was from the tribe of Silverflax. He's meant to be the leader among his kind.
What a fucking shame to his ancestors.
Listen, Harano is a real condition.
Okay, what about the 3 successes? Is that a frenzy or no?
No, you need 4 to frenzy. So you're good.
Actually, it would be rage rolls would only happen being taunted by a superior enemy.
They have silver. A lot of silver.
Fair
as
enough.
you've been warned.
Yeah, ask your crying alpha if you're superior, check a lot.
At this point, based on what the elders told you, it would probably be a good idea to withdraw. They don't want a conflict of this scale, especially against silver-wielding enemies just yet.
Definitely.
Whether you feel like it after those rage rolls and that breakdown is up to you, but those would be your standing orders. Shit like this, just back down.
Yeah. One person's really... Some people are really mad, some people are really sad.
So Kristen gets to live. They probably wouldn't try again until the arc actually starts, because they are trying to maintain a certain level of tension where they don't escalate too quickly.
The real question is, though, do we lose morale?
For a close call like this, the city, you mean?
Don't think we lose it, right?
No, nobody got hurt. The security worked. The mortals warned her, she was able to get out. They're... Like, if anything, this makes the Gangrel clan look better. Because they managed to, you know, prepare and deal with it.
The important question, did the werewolves lose morale?
Well...
Because that was a failure for them.
Not really a failure. They did the mission. It's only the one person that ended up crying.
Yeah, Hirano sometimes happens. Like, selling this form of warfare, yeah, that required a lot of base successes for things to keep functioning, but doesn't actually decay their hull. They have like 90 successes among all the elders. And as long as the council is in agreement that this is the way to do things, it's not really gonna make them splinter. That one guy is gonna be out of the fight for a month or two while he glues his sanity back together after that, because apparently he's had enough of this type of fighting.
Oh, Garu, I go onto the wiki, right? Garu of every type suffer from Hirano, but the Silver Fangs are especially prone to it. Mother...
Oh, fitting.
Savage!
Some Garu believe that the Silver Fangs' burden of Hirano is greater than the others because the Fangs in some way did more to cause Gaia's suffering than did the other tribes.
Wow.
Spicy. Okay, how about we take a quick break here? This is a good spot and we can just get some more stuff to drink, bio breaks, etc. And we can continue afterwards with... What is the next clan? The Nosferatu. Oh yeah, so that should go quickly.